Hello everyone, it's Jacqueline, Heirloom Vintage and Collectibles. I'm at my local Goodwill. I come here often and I usually stop right here, and they have changed things around. Now, of course, Halloween's coming up, so they're getting ready for that. But I usually stop at this little area and they usually have a variety of things. So we're gonna get through this store and see what's happening. This is a traditional shop along. I did not get a cart. I don't plan on actually getting anything at this point. I always liked these for some reason, just to wear, not even to have them for Halloween. So Jacqueline, Heirloom Vintage and Collectible, please consider subscribing, commenting, and liking my channel. Now, I might be speaking too soon related to not buying anything, because I see these really cool gloves. They're kind of small. They just have 6+, and I wonder what that means. They have these, which are lace, and they have some red ones. I wish there was just some solid black ones. They have white ones and pink ones. So I will consider a pair of these lacy ones, and if I see any other colors, I will consider it. So this is a shop along. If I see anything interesting, I'm going to turn the camera back on. Thought I'd just pop back on. There is an end cap here, and I see a lot of real vintage, you guys. Pink is the color. I didn't bring a cart. I'm just not finding much these days. Weeping gold. And I just, I just haven't been finding much. And I have not been to this store. I usually come here a couple times a week, but I think it's been a little bit of time since I've been here. I do like to see what was happening in the clock area, but nothing special. I do like mirrors. This is a newer IKEA. It's not a bad mirror. Hello. How you doing? That's a nice mirror. It is $4.99. So I'm going to pass on that. I am actually rearranging everything. Now, this is an interesting piece here. Excuse my drop. And I'm really just trying to find the price. $3.99. That's not bad. It's, like 80s or 90s. This little thing fell off. This little guy was hiding here. Who is this? So it seems to be some kind of metal. That's not bad. It's on sale. Pink is the color, so it's $1. Let's see what else. What else? Here's sort of a recipe box made in Taiwan, so it's got a little bit of age on it. A little bit. Let's go down this aisle. Well, let's look at this piece here. See what's happening with it. Sort of. It's a mass-produced, not a real painting. I mean, of course, Goodwill always have interesting things, but at some point you have to have a focus is the word I'm looking for, because I mean, yeah, like this is something that I would really consider. It's all chipped up right there. You can see it. but it's a cute thing. And then I'm sure some of you saw this. Okay, it doesn't have any markings, so I just like how it's done. It's a pottery, biscuity type. So, but I was saying at some point, you kind of have to focus on a niche and kind of do that for the most part. This is a new piece. It's cute though. It reminds me of the 70s. I know it's not 70s, but that's what it reminds me of. And you can always find interesting things here. Nice things, even older things. But do you want to buy them, and can you resell them? So that is the $20,000 question here. It's in a precarious position. So, you know, I live in a studio apartment. My goal really was to not be in this state too much longer. But the pandemic and everything else that went on, I'm going to be here for a little bit. So I may as well make the best of it. And I'm saying that to say, this is a nice older piece. It's a decent price, but right here on the edge it looks kind of funky looking. It's smooth though. Would be $150. That's nice. Try to put in a safe place. Here's a covered item. Here's an interesting piece. It's interesting. You could see the way it's made. It's weird, interesting. So I live in studio and I'm setting up a shipping station in my tiny apartment. Now I already created my closet, which is one of the closets I turned into an office. But that thing is filled to the rafters. I think I put a video out and showed it about 6 months ago. These are really neat. I'm not going to buy them, but they have the stopper. They seem to be in good shape. Those are really nice. If you can see the detail, I don't know what it's called. Like, I don't know who the maker is. Here's an interesting hen on nest. And $3.99. It does look older. You know, my black light is dead to the world. Pulled it out to check on something, and it was, I believe, like, I must have put, it's in my purse, and I believe I must have pushed it on in my purse and the batteries died, because the last time I checked it was working. So I digress, but I am working on a shipping station in my living area of my apartment. I just gotta get these things done, you guys. And I need your support. I need your help. I need you to like. I need you to subscribe. I need you to comment. But I especially need you to subscribe. I am currently in the midst of doing Haul-A-Paloozas in my on the channel. And excuse me for walking fast. There's quite a few people in this area, and I'm just trying to get to the other area. So those of you who might get dizzy, excuse me. Walked past, saw this, the price $3.99, and then they have school supply type stuff. Yeah, this is a smaller store, so sometimes they don't have too much. Here's the candle area. I'm gonna do a scan here because sometimes this is where you find fairy lamps and other interesting things. So I'm going to look a little closer. Go down to the bottom. If you see anything, yell it out. Yeah, I see this little crystal piece. It's okay. I see this little piece. I see this little piece. It's interesting. It's tulip. Or it looks like a tulip. It's a candle holder. That's got to be a tiny candle. And anything else for picking up, you guys? Let me know. This is the last aisle because everything else I looked at and there wasn't much happening. I like to look in these party light boxes. Usually it's candles in here. I think I'm gonna make an accident. Okay, my thumb is stuck. Look at that. But anyway, it's like 2 candles in there, so. Anything else? Here's a nice mason jar. And a candle. $2.99. That one, that's not a bad price. I'm gonna smell it and see what it smells like. Any fairy lamps? Any real vintage? This is a nice piece. Oh, it's a party light. That's a nice piece. See if you could see that little. I don't think you could see the little party light symbol in there. That's cute. Party light have some decent stuff. Avon has decent stuff. I'm not against either of them. Well, this would have been a cute piece, but there's a crack and somebody repaired it. And then I wanted to look at this here, candle dish, and see what they're saying about it. Let me take a look here. I'm really looking for a date, but it's made in China, mass produced to the nth degree. I like this. I don't know what it is. Was it a candle holder? 50 cents. Well, I don't really need anything that desperately to add to my inventory. I was only going to look for something that was unique and special. But yeah. So I'm rearranging everything and putting a shipping area in my living space, so I can start sending stuff out to you guys. That's a candle. Anything else? All right. Well, that looked like everything that I'm going to film here. I will see you guys at my Haul-A-Palooza. This will be put up in between some of that time. I don't know when. I'm going to be putting up my next haul video out. You probably will see it previous to this one. And then we will see you on the other side. Thank you for joining me. And don't forget to subscribe at Jacqueline Heirloom Vintage and Collectibles.